The husband exchanged 10 years of his own lifespan for a youth fruit, and as soon as he got home, he immediately fed the fruit to his critically ill wife. In the very next moment, his wife, who was over 80 years old, not only fully recovered from all her illnesses, but also miraculously transformed back into her 18-year-old self. Seeing this, the husband was overwhelmed with joy and immediately hugged his wife in delight. Afterward, the two of them headed to a restaurant to celebrate. But now, his wife looked like a beautiful 18-year-old girl, while he remained an elderly man in his 80s. Naturally, the pair attracted stares from passers-by. Even the wife was filled with complicated emotions after looking at her old husband. To calm herself, she excused herself, saying she needed to go to the restroom, and hurriedly left the scene. But on her way back, she unexpectedly bumped into a handsome man. Her striking beauty quickly caught his attention. He pulled out a business card and told her that he was the owner of a modeling agency. He said it would be a waste if she didn't become a model with her stunning looks. And before she could respond, he scribbled a room number on the card and said he'd be waiting for her there tonight to discuss the details. Still dazed, the woman returned to the restaurant, clearly distracted. Her husband noticed the water stains on her face and reached for a tissue to wipe them away, but she instinctively pulled away. This gesture froze the husband in place, as she never rejected his touch before. But now, after regaining her youth, her attitude toward him had changed completely. This chilled the husband's heart, and a strand of white hair appeared near the wife's ear. She didn't know that the effects of the youth fruit were entirely fueled by the husband's love for her. For every ounce of love he held, one grain of sand would fall from a magical hourglass. If the hourglass ran out of sand, the woman would return to her aged appearance. But completely unaware of this, she later took out the business card from earlier and fell into deep thought, deciding to meet the man in the end. That night, the woman secretly gave her husband an entire bottle of sleeping pills. After he fell unconscious, the woman went straight to the hotel. In the days that followed, she began secretly meeting up with the other man whenever she had time. She told her husband that she was going back to work, and seeing how hard his wife was working, he made her favorite dish to reward her. But unexpectedly, this gesture greatly displeased the wife. She hung his calling, making an excuse of being too busy. Her cold attitude stung the husband again. As another grain of sand fell from the hourglass, the wife's youthful skin subtly began to show signs of aging. But the wife, completely unaware, was still lost in her dream of becoming a top model. She spared no expense in her attempt, and bought a limited edition luxury watch for the handsome man. It wasn't until late at night that she drunkenly returned home. The concerned husband rushed over to her, only to be shoved away by her. She threw her bag onto the sofa and went to her room to rest. By chance, the husband noticed the watch in her bag. He thought it was a surprise gift she had bought for him. His earlier hurt feelings instantly vanished. But just then, the wife's phone rang. The husband picked it up casually, startling her into panic. She rushed forward and snatched the phone from him. However, she realized that he hasn't seen anything, and made an excuse to return to her room. At this point, the husband was still naively thinking that the gift was meant for him. Soon after, the husband brought his wife's favorite pair of high heels to her modeling event venue, hoping to surprise her. Seeing his wife shining on stage, he felt proud and happy for her, thinking that now her dreams had come true, their life together would be even more blissful. But what his wife said on stage next threw him straight into the abyss. She called out to her husband, wondering if he really thought she would like such a cheap thing. The husband recalled the watch she bought, asking her if it was not for her, but she revealed that it was for the handsome man from earlier.